Hey guys, I'm here at the Tater Daze Spud Run in Brooklyn Park. It's a 5K. It was my very first 5K last year. Came back, did it again, and I'm gonna have the tiny kids spud run. It's the kids half-mile, quarter-mile race going on behind me here in a couple minutes. Anyway, this is my first race last year, and last year I ran 22:51, which was good for 20th place overall. And today I ran 21:30, slower than I was hoping to. Right away I saw the guy that had placed one above me last year. So last year there was a guy that he was a bit ahead of me for the first 2.5 miles of the race, almost maybe even a little longer than that last year. Then I outkicked him with about half a mile to go, but I had no idea what I was doing last year and died. He caught me, beat me by a couple of seconds last year. So this year my goal was, so I'm going to give you a little recap of my last 2 5Ks before this. So I did Goldie's Run at the beginning of April off of like maybe 2.5 solid weeks of training only after a month off from being injured, and surprisingly set a PR that day of 1949. And then I ran Brian Kraft Memorial on Memorial Day. So the Goldie's Run was April 9th, I think it was. Then Memorial Day, I was shooting to break my old PR of 1949, and I ran 19:57, so I was just off. So today I was over a minute and a half slower. At Goldie's Run, I don't know what my splits were exactly because I didn't see mile marks there, but my average mile was about 6:23 or so there. And I think it was pretty even splits there. So then at Brian Kraft, I tried to go at 6:15 pace, which would have put me at about 19:25. Huge PR I was shooting for. Ran the first one at about 6:09 there, died. I think the second one was like 6:20 something. And then the third one was like, I don't know, a little bit slower than that. So the average pace though at Brian Kraft ended up being 6:26. So today I was just shooting for like 6:23s, even pace, because I figured maybe I went a little too quick at Brian Kraft. 6:09 first mile, just died the rest of the race. So I was like, well, today I'll go a little bit more conservatively, and if I can keep that 6:23 pace, that's still on par with my PR. And then if I feel good at the end, I can still go a little bit quicker at the last half mile and break it. If I don't feel good, well, at least I'm not suffering. At least I have a chance. See how even splits help me. So I started out running, my first one was right at about 6:23, and right away I was like that same guy that beat me last year by 1 place. Like I was just trying to fall. He was right in front of me. I was like, I don't think he really trains that hard, and I was like, okay, there's no way he's gonna beat me. But he's probably going a little too hard. And then there was this big guy. He was freaking big. He was like, I thought he was like 230. I asked him afterwards. He was 220, muscular. That was ahead of me, and I'm like, I'm going to follow him, and he's going to die, and I'm going to beat him for sure. But after about a mile, halfway or so, he was still ahead of me too. Him and the other guy that beat me last year. So about a little over halfway, I passed the guy that beat me last year. But the muscular guy, the heavy guy, was putting distance on me. And I was, okay, well, I don't know. I guess he's still going strong. So the first mile was about 6:23, which was right on the pace I wanted to, and then the second mile, I ran through the second mile mark at 13:45, which is like 7:22 for the second mile, which I don't think those mile marks are exactly accurate. There's no way they're accurate, because there's no way I ran 7:22 for the second mile. And then the third mile would have been like just over, I don't know, 7-ish. And then the guys that oh, here we go. Oh, there they go, the kids. Oh, anyway, so the guys that GPS watches at the end said that the course was a little long. It was like 3.2 miles instead of 3.1, but that's only 100, maybe 150 meters. Wouldn't have made that much difference. It was still 20, maybe a 21 on a legit course. And this course isn't bad either. It's pretty much totally flat and on roads, and wind was low. It was only like low 70s, like 72 maybe, but it felt way hotter to me. I don't know, it felt really hot. So I don't know what to do differently, but anyway, I'm not too disappointed. I had a little bit of a kick at the end, not as much as at Goldie's. Oh yeah, the guys that won were the guy that actually the muscular guy. I almost got him at the end. I guess he only beat me by about 4 seconds. But he ran a PR, and I asked him how much he weighed, because I was real impressed that a big guy like that could run under 20:30 or 21:30, and he said he weighed about 220. And his buddy was there, and his buddy won the race, and I guess his buddy ran like a 16:20 or so. And his buddy was big too, not as heavy, a lot leaner, but still had to weigh 185 probably. He was real lean, but his chest was real big, and you could tell he lifted a lot of weights. He was probably at least 180, 185. And I talked to those guys a bit, and they said that they, the guy that won the race, he does Spartan races, which is like obstacle course racing kind of. It's a trifecta. There's 3 of them, and if you complete all 3 of them, you get 3 medals that connect, and it's real cool. He does those, and he doesn't do a lot of running, but he did run in college, he said, in high school, of course. And he ran for Oshkosh, Wisconsin. And then, let's see, what else was I? Oh, I saw one guy from Mill City here. I hadn't talked to him before, but he had a shirt on, and so do I. Oh yeah, Grandma's is today too, and I got some guys running there. I got Eddie, Mike, Richie. Those guys are going to do good, I hope. I have faith in Eddie. I think he's going to break 3. I don't know what exactly he's shooting for, but I think he's going to break 3:07. I'll say 3:06 for him. Richie, if he feels good, I think he can break 6:20 or 3:20. I mean, and then Mike, I think he can get like 3:30 if he doesn't blow up. It's his first marathon, so it's hard to predict for him. But I guess that's what I would predict is about 3:30, 3:20 for Richie. Lower if he feels great. He ran a 5K there last night. Eddie, I'll say 3:06.50. Those guys are going to do good. All right, now for a pancake breakfast in the Minnesota States is a week from today, arm wrestling. All right, out.